on round 2 of 18 in the first season. We haven't hired any other rider, and let's just quickly recap what happened last time out. Last time out, we finished second at Qatar. We finished second on the Mahindra. We also decided to upgrade the frame, give the bike a bit better handling, because I think that is going to be what will give us the edge in the championship. So let's just go straight into it. We've got qualifying and race, simulation. Let's just run all the sets again just so everybody knows what they are. Tyre wears on. In fact, we'll even turn damage on, because I don't really think I'm going to get damage. Then the riding aids, I'm on pro. The only thing I have on is the only corners, and I could turn the rewind. In fact, I'll turn the rewind off as well. So everything is off. So let's get into it. We're at Argentina. Can we get pole again? Second race of the season. This track has got really long back straights, you can see on that picture. So again, kind of like the front straight of Qatar, a lot of slipstreaming goes on down there. But I like this track a lot more. I said in the last video I didn't like Qatar because it doesn't have a good flow to it. It's got a really nice flow to it, so I tend to do a lot better on this track than previous, well, on other tracks. Just because I like this track. It's like this track, Mugello. I like Mugello. I think it's got a cracking flow to it. It's one of the best tracks in the game. Sachsenring, the German track. I like that as well. But let's get into it. Next time we can change the colour scheme. I'm thinking of changing it to orange and black as well. But we'll discuss that later. This feels mega slow because I was playing online and I was on the MotoGP bikes, but should be a doddle. Getting it pulled in nicely there for the coming up, however, not this corner. The next one is it's really fast. You can take it if you hit it right. Just a tiny little lift that fires you onto the long straight. That helps you keep the speed all the way up, the momentum. All the way up to this hairpin. We just get it slowed down for. You remember damage is on, so I can't rattle the gearbox down too badly. Coming up to the last corner now. This corner's quite hard just because it's got quite a late apex. We seem to have done alright there, and then just round this last little anchor across the line, a 50.4. I think that's going to be enough for pole. That felt like a really good lap. What I was thinking as well, if we start really dominating the computer, what I can do to make it even harder is ride on the onboard camera, because I find that the hardest camera in any game mode to use. Let's just skip ahead. Oh, Jorge Martin's blasted in a lap. We'll just keep skipping ahead because like you don't get any prizes for pole. It's all about what you do in the race. A good lap there by Aaron Canet, but we're showing we're right at the front. Like I said, I think a little upgrade on the bike and we'll be walking ahead of them. This bike is not, by no means, like, front we've got Honda, 4 Hondas, then me on a Mahindra, then a KTM, that's the top 6, right? Go all the way down, the next Mahindra, 20th position. And then the Mahindras are all at the bottom, you see there. Albert Arenas, Marco Bezzecchi and Manuel Pagliani, all on Mahindras, 27th, 28th and 29th. Patrick Pulkinen, that's why I never picked the Peugeot. He's away down there. Jakob Kornfeil in 18th as well in a Peugeot, but the majority of the field's on KTM and Honda. Obviously, if I get enough credits, excuse me, if I get enough credits, I could upgrade to a Honda in the long term, but I'm wanting to keep credits as well for the Moto2 bikes because I want because starting when I done the career before, started on KTM, that was as far as I got, was Moto2, because then I started recording this. But I was on a KTM and it's basically the same as this in the Mahindra. You're kind of slow. Well, it feels a lot worse though because the bike's a bigger bike. So I think it disadvantaged me more being on that KTM and Moto2. So I would kind of like, I'd like to be on the Kalex or the Speed Up. Most likely the Kalex because that is the best one. But I think it was like 400 grand, so we have to save the pennies. We got another good start here. Full lights and we're away. Not as good as I would have hoped for. Definitely not as good as I would have hoped for. We're out of that corner like a bat out of hell. Don't want to be leading on the straight because the slipstream kills you. Close race and Philip Otto is right with us again. You just see the Honda turns tighter in this Mahindra. It's just losing his pace and I don't have any rewinds on and I've crashed. Oh, that is a disaster. We'll restart that. That is an absolute disaster. Well, attempt number 2. It's a lesson from race 1, stay off the curbs. And this is what I was talking about, slipstream. Bouncing in 5th gear there, never changed up, so lost a little bit. Martin's just bumping is really wide. Don't bother, my man. Jorge Martin has lost us a lot of places there. So come straight back at him. And this is where I fell in the last attempt. I think it was because I went the wrong side of the curb. So he is quite close to us. Martin, he's chasing us, definitely. Getting Mears toe down here, see what we can do. This is a, looks like it's gonna, if we win it'll be a hard fought one as well. Places are chopping and changing all over the show. Second last corner now of the second lap, and as you can see it has been one hell of a race. Lega's now slightly stretching it at the front. He gives a wee look over his shoulder, he knows we're close. Have to take the opportunity maybe to go in the lead up here, however. Get mired down this straight. Look at this straight line difference, he doesn't even have a toe and he's absolutely bombing us. Steal a toe from him. Everybody fans out all over the circuit. I'm going to the inside now. Get it pulled in. Aaron Cannett's going to work out here as well. Well, Nico Antonelli has came from nowhere. Podium now looking in jeopardy. Gonna have to be some do or die down here. Secure the podium, and that is a really tough race that was. I thought at the end there, Martin and McPhee, look, Joan Mir and Balega, well Balega was leading on the last lap, he was leading into the turn at the end of the long straight, and they ended up finishing in 7th position. Shows you how But look at that, we're 1 point ahead of him now in the championship. It was a great race. A really exciting race here, and obviously because my bike isn't the fastest, I will be racing the they raced me hard. They raced me hard there as well. Like, it's, oh fuck's sake. It's like they don't have like aggression control. They just bash you. If they can bash you, they bash you. So it's pretty mad. What was that? They just popped up there. Oh, Bongo is online. So let's see what one we do. 10 affinity, whatever that is. What's the affinity? Oh, that's the class thing, so they do better in the class. Don't need that because it's just me, so. The braking ability. Somewhere, I think. Maybe. Hopefully the framework has done it is. So we've got the new frame for Texas, and we've got. I think we have enough to upgrade something. Oh no, we don't. Ah, bummer. We'll have enough to upgrade something after Texas. So let's go into Texas. Let's go for it here. Let's see what happens. Obviously another massive straight, so we're probably going to get mugged there. However, the new frame makes the handling better, and I think that first sector and the last sector, that's going to be where that's we have the new upgrade on the bike. Obviously, I'm going to upgrade the bike to a point in the season, and then it's going to be like, while I'm saving money for next season, so I can get a good Moto2 bike. Because that is the aim. We want to have bikes in the 3 classes. I fear to see how much the MotoGP bikes are going to cost, because then again, I think in Moto2 you get something like 100 grand per race, so not that bad. Not all doom and gloom. Here we go anyway. Lap of the Circuit of Americas. First corner, you come up to this huge hill. Fill it in for the curb on the inside. Basically perfect there. And that's not so perfect, however. We have recovered slightly. We would have lost a little bit of time there, but I think we could maybe get pole here. Last down here, into the hairpin, another tight hairpin. Right into first gear just to get the drive out. Should have really done that in turn 1 as well, but oh well. Probably lost myself a little bit of time by not going into first gear on turn 1, but it won't be major. As long as we can hit the rest of the lap quite well. Back into first gear again. Second all the way around here. And into first for this. Another tight hairpin style corner. And round this Istanbul-esque triple apex or quadruple apex corner to this. A little left, and I've really butchered that, to be honest. Then go into first gear just to get the drive out of here again. 2:18.9. I think last time I done 2:18.4, but I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the times if we advance it. Oh, definitely. Wow. Blew the opposition away there. And I would say there was time to be gained. I would have said there was time to be gained in that lap, and I have absolutely blown them away. Handling upgrade, coming in, paying the big bucks, paying the rewards straight away with that handling upgrade. Reward the team with a wee pole position at the Circuit of Americas. So, starting on pole, can we convert it into the first win of the season in this class? Leading the championship by 1 point to Joan Mir, who in real life is the championship leader by, I think, 40 points. Some margin anyways, dominating the Moto3 class. But can we convert, or will it be another Qatar-esque crumble? We'll finish in second. We definitely have the pace at this track to run away with it. Off the line, and it looks like we've been mugged. Lovely wee cut back there. Try and get up the inside of Nicola Balega. The man who was leading in Argentina for quite, well, into the last lap, and there's that corner again. It's nearly tripped us up. Hemorrhaging places on the first lap. Like on most of the tracks, I think the AI are a lot slower in qualifying than they are in the race. Pulled in there, and it went flying ahead of us. Now if we can make the break here, we sound for the next lap, but Moto3, everyone is rapid apparently. So we should have hit that corner in qualifying. So we're starting to build a little gap, which is good. It means that we can hopefully pull away and secure our first victory. Just get it stopped to get round there. Fly around this section again now, I'll try and not Get tripped up in here. Much better. Look at that. Look at that, now we've pulled a 1.1 second gap. From the look of the minimap, that is just increasing. Now we've got ourselves a 1.7 gap onto the straight, which means the slipstream won't even affect us. Broke the slipstream already, which is brilliant for us. It means that we can hopefully finish this race with the victory. Next thing that I will be picking to upgrade on the bike is the engine. So that we kind of eliminate the straight line threat that the opposition have against us. Then from there we'll probably maybe go for the brakes, upgrade the brakes after that. Just try and get, after that I don't know how much more we'll upgrade, depends how well we're doing. If we are crushing them, then don't really see the point in max upgrading the bike. It's more for if you have a teammate, and I elected not to have a teammate in this because last time I did, his name was Yoni Thunder, it said he was a great prospect and then he was finishing terribly while I was winning races. So I thought it's better if I just go solo in this first season and then get riders in the next season. Not pushing too hard. Make sure that we don't fall off the bike in these last few sectors, and then we've got our first victory of the series, the first of many. Let it roll round that corner, up to this final corner now. Just hit the apex, perfect, nearly, and then that's us across the line. The gap did close up a little. I wasn't really pushing the pace there in that final lap because there was no need. I had a big enough gap. I just wanted to see it out, get the victory, and I done a lap which was mighty. Look at that, the computer up the game as well. They done laps that was quicker than as quick as a qualifying lap. Quicker, in fact. Andre Migno, I think he was quicker than what I done qualifying. So they upped the pace. I think what they do is they gauge what you've done in qualifying and then they up to that for a race weekend. For a race, but there we go, the first victory. There's the celebrations. Hopefully the first of many. So we've got enough to upgrade the bike. Let's get the engine upgrade applied. And let's see, there should be one that means the engine takes less brakes. It'll be this one. Oh, we don't have enough credits. Unbelievable. Do we have an activity day? Do we have one that allows credits? Nope. Ability increased again. And then it's a Spanish Grand Prix, so I'll leave it there just now, and I will see you guys in the next episode of the MotoGP managerial career. If you're liking it, like the videos, subscribe. And like I said, I'll see you guys next time. We are hoping to build upon this victory.